evening and welcome to this very special broadcast that we bring to you from Vijay Chowk. And very clearly, it's been a dramatic day, a dramatic set of developments that have taken place right through the day. We've seen, of course, barricades being breached, protests taking place, lathi charge, tear gas, and all of it happening just a few hundred meters away from the iconic buildings behind me, the old and the new Parliament complex. What really happened? Because clearly on ground there was a Parliament Chalo or a Sansad Chalo call that was given by the CJP or the Cockroach Janata Party. Now these are protesters who managed to get several youth from various parts of the country to come here and protest, and the numbers of those protesters has clearly been huge, and that really has led to a huge lot of them. We saw initially how they pushed forth over the barricades coming towards the Parliament. We then saw the police pushing back, lathi charging them, in certain cases even using resorting to tear gas to ensure that they were pushed back, and there have been several rounds of the police dispersing the protesters, lathi charging them, detaining some of them, but the protesters kept coming back and forth. So this cycle has gone on for several hours now. Now we're at a situation where in fact the protests are appearing to be waning down at this point of time, though they haven't completely cleared the New Delhi area. So very clearly, of course, let's quickly first take you through the ground reports of what my colleagues have been filing through the course of the day. Listen into these ground reports.
As you can see, the protesters and the demonstrators are trying to scale the barricade. You can see over hundreds of these protesters have moved from Jantar Mantar and are now trying to move towards Parliament. Delhi police personnel are carrying out a baton charge. The baton charge has been going on for past 2 to 3 minutes. The police, in fact, had made several announcements. Also, announcements were made by CJP leadership asking the protesters not to move towards Patel Chowk.
They came here to protest against the NEET paper leak, but the manner in which they have been pushed back by the Delhi police is certainly not something which they were expecting. And that too, multiple tear shells being lobbed on them is certainly which had triggered them more. We exactly don't know whether this information has reached to those protesters who have been sitting at Jantar Mantar or not. You can see the visuals that the protesters, once again, the tear shell chopping up. प्रदर्शनकारियों पे एक बार फिर से आंसू गैस के गोले चलाए जाने लगे हैं, क्योंकि पुलिस कितनी भी कोशिश कर रही है, प्रदर्शनकारी यहाँ से हटने को तैयार नहीं है। इसलिए मजबूरन एक बार फिर से आप देखिए पूरा आसमान सफेद हो गया है, क्योंकि आंसू गैस के गोले इस्तेमाल किए जा रहे हैं पुलिस की तरफ से। जिस तरीके से रायसीना रोड और रफीमार और इस महत्वपूर्ण गोल चक्कर यानी शास्त्री भवन के ठीक सामने की ये जो तस्वीरें हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं।
The security has been beefed up at the main entrance of the Parliament. You can see that the QRT over here, they have taken the position, given the fact that how exactly this particular gate is also closed. Now we know for a fact that students in hundreds and thousands of number have marched towards the central Delhi. As we speak, we can hear the tear gas shells being fired.
वहाँ पे देखो बैठा वो लड़का मारा आपको दिक्कत होगी।
To get a sense of what really is happening on ground, a short while ago, about 2 hours ago, I was at Raisina Road in the national capital, which is just, again, a few hundred meters away from where we are currently at, very close to the Parliament. And this is what we saw on ground, with protesters being detained. Even, of course, as some of them were speaking to us, being picked up, the police, of course, removing them from these locations. Take a look at these ground reports. So we are in fact right outside the press club as well as the Youth Congress office, and you can see in fact police moving in to detain these protesters at different locations. We have seen how there have been in fact protesters who have gathered in various parts of central Delhi, and we had one such protest which has organically come up in the sense that we have seen how police have removed the protesters from different locations. Time and again they move them. Haan ji,
सर मेरे पर लाठी चार्ज कर चुके हैं सर पुलिस ऑलरेडी सर हम पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे थे, पहले इन लोगों ने आंसू वाले गोले फेंके सर, उसके ऊपर लाठी चार्ज करी गई सर, मरने वाला था सर, मरने वाला सर पे मारे सर मेरे, सर मैं दिल्ली बुराड़ी से आया हूँ।
Some of the students who we're seeing over here, they've been now moved out of this particular arterial road. It's one of the main roads here, very close to Parliament. In fact, if you can see behind those trees, barely 200 meters from me is the new Parliament building and the entire complex of it. They've moved out of this, and in fact, several of the protesters you can see have been taken on board this particular bus as well. हाँ जी, क्या हुआ?
यहाँ पर नीट के आए हुए अभ्यर्थी यहाँ पर प्रदर्शन कर रहे हैं और बड़े शांतिपूर्ण तरीके से कर रहे हैं। किसी ने भी कोई उपद्रव नहीं बचाया, किसी सरकारी संपत्ति को ठेस नहीं पहुंचाई। उसके बावजूद भी महिलाओं पे, लड़कियों पे बल प्रयोग कर रहे हैं। यहाँ पर कई लोग हैं जो क्या नाम है, लड़कियों को चोटिल हो चुके हैं, लड़के भी चोटिल हुए हैं। हमें शांति रूप से बैठे पड़े। इनको सिर्फ इतना कहा कि आप किसी से धक्का मुक्की ना करें, तो उसके साथ गाली गलौज करके हम अंदर कर रहे हैं। तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, हम लोग डरने वालों में से नहीं है।
तो वापस आएंगे आप? प्रोटेस्ट जारी रहेगा?
बिल्कुल आएंगे, नहीं बिल्कुल आएंगे। और जब तक हम डरने वाले नहीं है, जब तक धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफा न ले लें।
We also came across some doctors who had come to participate in the protest, saying that the NEET fiasco is not something new. This is something that they have also experienced in terms of how the exam is organized, and that's why they were also extending the solidarity to this protest. Listen to what they have to say.
हमने भी जब एग्जाम दिया, जब मैंने खुद अपना 2021 में एग्जाम दिया था, उससे पहले मैंने 2 दिन ड्रॉप भी लिए थे। हर बार मेरा 5 या 10 नंबर से रह जाता था। तो मुझे लगता था कि यार ये कहीं ना कहीं कुछ ना कुछ तो गड़बड़ है। हर साल जो है इतनी रैंक इन्फ्लेशन हर साल इतनी हो रही है, जो रिजल्ट में डिसअपेरेंसी हर बार जो है बहस होती थी।
बात करते करते उस तरफ चलेंगे, आप बात करते रहिए।
बहस होती थी हर साल, पर इवेंचुअली जो होता है, जो कहते हैं कि पारा बढ़ गया है और जब है पूरा सब कुछ मटका फूट गया है, वो इस साल हमें देखने को मिल रहा है।
All right, in fact, at Jantar Mantar itself, which was the epicenter of all the protests, we have seen a huge number of protesters who had gathered over there. However, now the entire area has been cleared, the stage has been cleared. This is a report that my colleague Bhavtosh Singh sent us a short while earlier. Take a look at this.
We are outside Jantar Mantar. As you can see that the tent has now been torn, and most of those who had gathered here have also vacated the premises. Cockroach Janata Party have said that they have met JP Nadda, and they have also said that they hope that some kind of settlement can be achieved. The police on its part have said that protesters as well as police personnel have been injured. There is no official statement from both the sides, but police have said that they would be issuing an official statement when things are under control. Police have also said that Director of Intelligence Bureau, Home Secretary as well as Delhi Police Commissioner are presently meeting. With Vijay Tanveer, Bhavtosh Singh for Times Now in New Delhi.
And the Delhi police is now going to file multiple FIRs as far as the violence is concerned. The protesters turning violent in certain locations, property being damaged, barricades being smashed, and those are the kind of things that are going to be looked at very closely. Attack on the police, assault on police personnel which are being cited by the police, also obstructing duty of officials. All of these matters are going to be looked at as far as the FIRs are concerned. There will always be also be FIR over violation of prohibitory orders, and the legal crackdown is now beginning. Bhavtosh is with us. Bhavtosh, take us through the details. What is the legal action that Delhi Police is proposing?
Madhav, senior officers of Delhi Police are meeting at police headquarters, and it has been decided that multiple FIRs will be filed as several police men, including paramilitary forces officers, have been injured. At least 50 of them have been injured, and obstruction of performing public duty as well as assaulting public servant and other sections of BNS, along with the destruction of public property, will be added in this. Also, police have said that they will be recording statement of witnesses. So multiple FIRs will be filed, and those who are under detention could be arrested by late this night or maybe by tomorrow morning.
All right, and Bhavtosh, very important news that's also coming in, that Delhi police also taking cognizance of the drone footage that has been shared by the CJP. Now, the police claims that this has been shot without adequate permissions being taken, because remember, drones being used in the central Delhi area and the Lutyens Delhi area, particularly given the number of sensitive buildings from Parliament to Supreme Court, etc., that are present over here. There are restrictions in place for use of drones. Bhavtosh, this is very important. What is the kind of action that police can possibly take?
This was a very, one can say, very interesting development that happened. That CJP, as soon as the protest started, put out this drone footage on social media, and they circulated this footage among their platforms. and claim that the protesters are moving from Jantar Mantar towards Parliament. Now, there is in fact a restriction on use of drone footage throughout 365 days, and police have also said that nobody can fly drone in and around New Delhi, and this restriction is there through the year. Now, police have said that they are aware of this development and they would be filing an FIR in this matter, and they have said that strict legal action will be taken. Now, whether it was by mistake this has been done or this has been done purposely, the call will be taken by the police, but this footage was put out, according to the police, on the social media of Cockroach Janata Party. The issue is whether it was done inadvertently or whether it was done deliberately. That would be subject matter of investigation.
All right, Bhaptosh, thanks so much for joining us with that update. And there is a breaking update coming in. The Delhi police has also come out to make an appeal to citizens, to protesters as well, to cooperate with the police and to ensure that law and order is maintained in the national capital. Listen to this appeal coming in from the Delhi police.
All protesters to maintain peace, exercise restraint and cooperate with the police in ensuring peace and public order. All participants are requested to conduct themselves in a peaceful manner, refrain from indulging in any unlawful or violent activities, and comply with the lawful directions issued by police officers or personnel deployed on duty. The public is advised not to believe or circulate rumors, misinformation, or unverified content through any platform. Citizens are requested to rely only on authentic sources of information and extend their cooperation to Delhi police in maintaining peace, harmony and public order. Thank you.
All right, so that was a very senior Delhi police official, in fact, appealing for protesters to be calm and to not engage in any illegal activity. That is the charge that is being leveled by the Delhi police. Let's quickly open this up and take it across to our guests. With us is Charu Pragya, spokesperson of BJP. Dr. Raju Wagmare, spokesperson of Shiv Sena, is with us. We have Brijesh Kalapa, spokesperson of Congress Party. Also with us is Kapish Srivastava, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Let me come across to you first. Charu Pragya, how could this protest at this scale have been organized without the knowledge of the Delhi police in the first place? Now, we know that there was a parliament or a Sansad Chalo call that was given. Now, instead of making adequate law and order arrangements to prevent the big gathering, that too on a time when Parliament is in session, what really went wrong and why could the law and order situation not be handled by the Delhi police?
This is anarchy, Madhav, and there is no other word for it. And this anarchy has been called on by the Indian opposition, and I will take you through the reasons why I'm saying so. One, no permission was given for this march today. In spite of that, all the opposition political parties decided to use the youth of this country as crutches, I would like to say, because they cannot use their voices to convince people inside Parliament, and this is what they're doing outside Parliament. See, today our police personnel were attacked. 50 plus of them have been injured, and they were attacked because they stood between this anarchy and our Parliament while it was in session. They were attacked because they wore a uniform. They were attacked because they were protecting India's democracy. So let us at no level try and pretend that this was organic, because there were agencies at play. This is a hijacked protest. We have seen the kind of leaders which have come here. We have heard the kind of slogans they have been raising. And if you will allow me, let me read out some of them. You know, it's just terrible, the kind of things that these people have been saying, and they think they can get away with it. Let me just read out some. Sansad ko ukhad phekenge. संसद को बर्बाद कर देंगे, मोदी को पीटेंगे, मोदी की सरकार को खत्म कर देंगे, बस नाम रहेगा अल्लाह का, हम चाहें आजादी. It goes on and on and on.
Charu Pragya, so, allow me. We've heard those slogans. Those videos are there on social media. But there are two counters to what you're saying. And I will certainly put that question across to opposition parties. But there are two counters. One is that if you knew all this was happening and it's not happened as an isolated incident, why did the police not step in earlier? Because you picked up Sonam Wangchuk from Jantar Mantar. Surely these protesters could have also been removed if the police wanted to act. Point number one. And point number two, there are also charges coming in from opposition political parties that innocent students have been at the receiving end of the lathi charge. This is the manner in which students have been injured is also being raised by opposition leaders. How do you respond to that?
You know, the opposition leaders, exactly what I said, have been using innocent students to further their agenda. And I'm going to say this again, these youth have been misled by the opposition leaders, because you see the way the stage of this protest has been handled, the kind of people who have come, the kind of demands that have been made, from rolling back CA, NRC to even rolling back the abrogation of Article 370.
Stay with us, Charu Pragya. I'm going to request our panelists to also stay on with us. We have Arvind Sawant, Member of Parliament, joining us live on the broadcast. Mr. Arvind Sawant, हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद. What would you say, sir, about these protests, the manner in which they were handled today? Because clearly you have the Delhi police and others who are coming out to say that there are also, along with, of course, protesters who are injured, there are also many police personnel who have been injured by the protesters, is the charge, and FIRs also being filed to that effect. Your response to that, Mr. Sawant?
The approach and attitude of the government. I don't understand. Don't tell me all this crap. Now this is the BJP means conspirators. They are the worst conspirators in the country. Don't you believe that for last 20 days, all these young lads were sitting over there, calmly they were presenting their agitation. Peacefully they were doing all those agitation. The Honorable Chawangchu was on a hunger strike, not a single day. Forget about doing any violent action. Not even a word was used, bad word was used, or derogatory word was used by these people, you know, those who are agitating right now. And I strongly condemn the attitude of, you were knowing that on 20th they are going to take a rally on Parliament, because the Parliament session is that they want their voice should come in the Parliament. Why you did not speak with them for last 20 days? You are the people. BJP is the party. Should not forget.
The argument of the BJP and the Delhi police is that there is no permission for this rally. And Section 144 is in place when Parliament is in session.
Government is to take cognizance immediately and go to attend Anna Hazare's hunger strike. Who has gone from the government for last 20 days? You wanted to precipitate the matter further. It is not.
Mr. Sawant, if you can hear me, the argument being made is that there was no permission for this rally. How can the rally take place if there is no permission?
What, there was no provision? Was there any communication with them? Whether the government had any communication? When today the police officer commissioner is announcing something, why he did not intervene into the people and ask them? We are doing
no permission for the rally today.
Have you ever seen Maratha agitation was held, Shivsena agitation was. Millions of people joined the agitation peacefully in Maharashtra. The government is to come ahead, the police is to come ahead, ask them, come on, 5 of you prepared later, let's just come. We will take you to the government. Who has intervened? Nobody. Nobody intervened. Is it a way? You wanted to crush their agitation.
How will you take? But you know, Mr. Sawant, Parliament is not in Mumbai. Parliament, there is Section 144 in place, not just now, but even during previous governments. Can you seriously expect such protesters to enter Parliament? Is that something as a member of Parliament that is acceptable to you? If protesters in hundreds and thousands start approaching Parliament.
What we did, I just gave an example. Parliament, I know Parliament is in Delhi. Delhi is in India. Do you know?
Are you saying that these protesters should have been allowed to enter Parliament?
Do you know the Constitution of India applies? Do you know the Constitution
of India applies to the government? Mr. Sawant, are you saying realistically that the protesters, the manner in which they have behaved, you actually want them to enter Parliament in hundreds and thousands?
Why they were entering? They would not have entered. I'm asking you why you did not ask the question. Why you are not asking the question to the government? Why you kept silent? Why you allowed them?
That is the job of the police, to hold them back, to ensure that they don't enter the Parliament. That is the job of Delhi police.
I'm not going to blame it with you. I'm not going to say yes to you or not.
All right, Mr. Sawant, thanks for joining us. Let me quickly get in comments from some of our other guests also. Brajesh Kalapa, many questions. Now, Mr. JP Nadda has met members of the CJP and the government, and here you heard Charu Pragya, etc. say that police personnel on duty have been attacked, at least 50 of them are injured. Is this acceptable behavior on part of the protesters?
See, Madhav, the first thing is that as far as the number of people in the country is concerned, I think one policeman represents about 830 people. So therefore, only 400 policemen can actually control a mob of 1 lakh. So I think the numbers in the police force are highly low in so far as, allowing the police to do what they can and using their own devices. So therefore, it is always the political establishment that has to step forward. So therefore, you cannot have a police reaction on every demonstration in this country. It's just impossible. So that is the reason why you have to display political leadership. And that political leadership, as you know, as everybody can accept, has been missing over the last nearly a month and a half. Right? So the point is this, Madhav, that over 100 leaks have taken place. Students are agitated. What are they asking for? For each student who has committed suicide, grant an ex gratia of 1 crore of rupees. Certainly that is the amount of money the parents have spent on their child. Is it not fair to ask for this?
Let Raju Waghmare come in. Raju Waghmare, opposition saying it's a legitimate demand of students where the leaks have taken place. They want to see justice, but it's the political leadership that has not engaged with these students as they should have done and has been done in several cases in the past. Respond, Raju Waghmare.
See, if you look into the matter, there is no control of CJP, the Congress Cockroach Janata Party. There is no leadership, only Abhijit Ditke. Rest everything, there is no control on a student at all. That is number one. Number two, the oppositions of all the parties in a country, they try to bite on this protest. They wanted to have some portion of that protest for their own benefit and to show their presence that they are there as an opposition. So if you look into that, if all those things are happening, there is no control. If government wanted to crush this protest, government would have been not allowing Abhijit Ditke to sit in Jantar Mantar. Government would have not allowed Mr. Waichu to sit over there for hunger strike.
कपिल श्रीवास्तव सवाल ये उठा है कि अगर सरकार चाहती क्रश करना प्रोटेस्ट पहले कर सकती थी. They have allowed it democratically, लेकिन ऑपोजिशन गलत फायदा उठा रही है इन प्रोटेस्टर्स का. और एट द डे ये एक लीडरलेस प्रोटेस्ट है. इस तरह की जब वायलेंस में प्रोटेस्टर्स एंगेज करेंगे, बैरिकेड तोड़ेंगे, बिना परमिशन के रैली निकालने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो पुलिस को भी उन्हें रोकना पड़ेगा. ये जवाब है बीजेपी का. जवाब दीजिए, बीजेपी और शिवसेना शिंदे का जवाब दीजिए.
देखिए, सबसे पहली चीज तो ये है कि जो गुनाहगार है वो खुद ही दूसरों को गुनाहगार कह रहा है. अरे भाई, एक बात ये बताइए कि जो 17 बच्चे आत्महत्या किए नीट पेपर के लीक होने पर, या अन्य जो भी इम्तिहान इन्होंने 85 के करीब में लिए इम्तिहान, सब पेपर लीक कर गए. सीबीएसई के अंदर आपने देखा कि किस तरीके से मार्किंग हुई है और कॉपी किस तरीके से जांची गई है. जिसको ठेका दिया गया उन्होंने सही प्रॉपर तरीके से भविष्य खाने का काम किया. इसकी सारी जिम्मेदारी तो शिक्षा मंत्री की थी. एक बहुत छोटी सी बात थी. आप बताओ, मॉरली भी प्रधान जी को चाहिए था कि खुद ही इस्तीफा दे देते. अगर इस्तीफा दे देते तो इस हद तक पर चीजें नहीं आती. क्या लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी से
reaction coming in from, I'd like to thank all our guests for joining us. Brajesh Kalapa, Kapil Srivastava, Raju Waghmare, Charul Pragyan, Arvind Sawant. There's a reaction of Rahul Gandhi coming in. Let's listen in.
This country has a majority of young people. Prime Minister Modi is the most anti-youth Prime Minister India has ever had. The boys and girls who are walking the streets of Delhi are not criminals. They are demanding their rights. Their rights are to have an education system that respects them, to have an education system that is fair, to have an education system that is working. There's absolutely nothing wrong in what they're doing, and it's disgusting what the government is doing and what the police is doing. This is absolutely no way to behave. Tear gassing students, lathi charging students is not democratic. It's not India's way, and it is not the way this should be done. They have legitimate demands. The Prime Minister should accept these demands and do something about it.
All right, Rahul Gandhi's reaction there coming in on today's developments. I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us as well. We're slipping into a quick break. More news and updates coming up on the other side. Stay tuned.